sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Panthers and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. Let's start the drive right around the 37. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
2nd down and 8. Now Tua. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by H.N. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Call that 41-yard punt, 6 yards on.
Do really like about doing the dishes is having this window. It's actually a skylight because this is a roof, to look out onto the beautiful wooded property out here. And something that we are planning on adding.
And move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down, less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Young from the shotgun. There's a short throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Right back to Hubbard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Holding offense. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Young now. Throws a quick hit on the slant. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Young. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip inside the 5-yard line. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. In motion goes the tight end. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Puts it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that, but wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner, and they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now third down and 7. Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ballgame.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Gets this one to Hill. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Young to throw it. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. Eluding the pressure, and he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tua sets up to pass it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Looking to pass, Tua. And he'll slide to a haul here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From midfield, here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a toss left for Achane. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give ran that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks,
Still
waiting for the
down.
pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier again. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. It's Young off play action. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, Young. That one complete to Eagle. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go play action. Young. Blitz coming, and down it goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here is Young. That's over the middle to his tight end Sanders. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets us away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Chan, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the show put out by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch, and that's good coverage once again there before it's another 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll air one out deep from Mingo. That is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now Tua. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A 40-yard punt given free on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Give up the middle, Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Young quickly to the flat. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Young will set to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss. That window was crippled. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They were so close, that close to their first points of the game. Just need to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And he's got a touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen from 13 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Young now. And that's going to be incomplete. So we reach half.
as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This has been totally taken. And that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now Young. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. As we take you through some of the action from earlier, this secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Young off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Third down, Young from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Might be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That one complete till again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A little short one there, caught by Likely. There'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense. So you have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
defenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to the ground, H.N. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and 9. H.N. here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by H.N. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers about ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. The tight end in motion right. And they just get the play off. Now Young. He's got the connection to Moore. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In motion, the tight end. Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They go play action. Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. On the give, this is Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as good running gets up to about the 44.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. In motion left goes a tight end. Now here's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Thielen going to go in motion right. Young to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Running right, here's Achane. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now Tua. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. To throw, Young. Throw out wide is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Tua going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's second and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they do finally get him at the 12.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Brown in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll come up now on second down. Tua on the handoff. It's Achane. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Throwing Tua on third down, Achane. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here comes second down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Miami set to take over. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Dolphins, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will hit the road next week.
Yeah, you